blueberries and a decaffeinated coffee with almond milk. I'll wait to just taking my boy to dance class. Just quickly waiting for a quick wee. I had a bowl of raisin wheats, healthy extra B, with blueberries and banana, and then I also had a sandwich, half healthy extra B with one slice of wholemeal, then the other slice was a high-low protein bread, which was 4 sins per slice, and it also had 9 sins of avocado in. 9 sins? No, 5 sins of avocado in there, and sausage, rosemary red onion sausage, plain one. I think it was a plain one. I think it was 3 sausage, and possibly I think it was half sausage, half sin. So I think that was 9.5 sins and 1.5 healthy extra B's so far. You done? Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Hello. Hello. So we're back into the routine now. It's all a little bit easier now. Everything's great because it's all routine based, and I know when I'm eating what I'm eating, and I've got plenty of distractions. So today, basically, after the sandwich I had and my cereals, I've had just fruit. So I've had banana, I've had apple, things like that, and blueberries. But now I'm starting to get hungry, so I'm going to think about what I'm going to have for tea. I'm just cooking the chili, batch cook, and cannelloni and such. So I'm having to think about what I want to eat, and whether I want to eat some of that once it's cooked. I've had 9 sins so far, and I've had 1.5 healthy extra B's. So I've got some sins there to use and some healthy extra B if I want to. But I'm kind of thinking it might be nice to have jacket potato. I've got some cannelloni. I'll have some leftover cannelloni tits because it would be in thirds. But I'm thinking I might have that on the following day. I instead have it as leftovers the next day, because, or even split it into 2, so that I don't have such a large amount of cannelloni leftovers to have. I could then have it as, because actually it depends on what, because my partner had some soft cheese out of it before, so I'll have to weigh it again, although I might not bother weighing it and just use whatever's left over. And I know it's about 8 sins. I think it was 8.5 sins last time, so that'd be about 4.5 sins to split. And then no matter how much, it's only ever a little bit used up, then I can use that as a way of yeah, then I can probably split it in 2, so it's not so much. It'll be 8.5 sins tomorrow, but now I don't have to have any sins in my breakfast because I've got my raisin wheats, so I can just have raisin wheats and banana and fruit in the morning, and then I'll have my 8.5 sins from my cannelloni, and then I will have you know, my evening meal. Can't remember what I have on a Tuesday. You know, chilli and rice and that sort of thing, so it would be okay for sins wise. Excuse me. I think tonight I'll have jacket potato. Now, Jane was saying about having jacket sweet potato, so I have got a sweet potato that I could jacket, as it were, just put it in the microwave. I peeled it last time because it was a bit mouldy around the edges, so that worked perfectly fine. So I'll probably just chop the sweet potato in half and then put it in the microwave, and probably have that with some baked beans and gherkins and all the usual business. But yeah, that's where I am at the moment, and I will just having a quick decaffeinated coffee and almond milk. I think I might just have a banana or a pear at the moment, just as a quick break before I carry on doing all the jobs. See you in a bit. Bye. Okay, so a little bit later than I intended. It's about sort of 20 past 10. But the cannellini is cooked and all the chips are done and such, so all I've got to do is just wait for it to cool down enough for me to put it into the Tupperware trays, and then that'll be there for tomorrow. So now I'm just eating I was going to do sweet potato, but I can't really bother to do the whole peeling thing. I could have just shoved it in, I suppose, with just chopped it in half, put it with a thing on, but I just put some potatoes in. So 2 jacket potatoes and yeah, I could have done, couldn't I? Because I could have just chopped it in half. Anyway, it'll be there for another day. I've got chilli mixed with baked beans and some chopped up gherkins to go on the top. The cannelloni into 2 little pots. I've got basically pushed now into 4 thereabouts. There's this little piece left, so I'm going to eat that now. And I've got, so it's thereabouts about, this is going to be less than 6 sins, because it's a smaller portion, and the others are going to be slightly more than 6 sins. But if I just count 6 sins, they're all basically, this thing cut into 4 was 6 sins each, because it's about 24 sins for the whole lot. So therefore, normally when I do it into 3s, it's 8 sins per portion. I've done it into 4 portions thereabouts, so it'll be at 6 sins per portion. So I've had 9 sins today, so that'll be just pop me up to 15 sins. I have 9 sins today. And my sandwich, I think it was. Yeah. So I've had so it popped me up to 15 sins today with this, and then that will give me 6 sins for one of these portions. And then I've also put in the fridge the other portion, which is for either when I get back later, which I can have 2 portions of it, because the 6 plus 6 is only 12, so I could have, depending on how I get on. And I've just basically just topped it with some mushrooms, some raw mushrooms, so that when I microwave it at some point, it'll either be tomorrow evening or it'll be Wednesday evening. At some point there's basically a food there, and that's 6 sins. So I think that'll do me. I feel a bit like I should have done some more washing up, but it's about 11 o'clock now, and I've just shut down really. But I think there's enough things in there for, yeah, there's a knife and such in there for if anyone wants toast and things in the morning. The table's not overly clear, but there's some little space on the edges for the babies to eat, and I'm just quickly going to dust everything that's muck here. I'm just going to quickly clear the table of stuff that needs to go in recycling and things like that. Right, it's my little recycling bin now that normally lives by the door, but I've just brought it in here to make it easy. So I'm going to give myself a quick 5-minute round just to see make sure I can tidy up the last few scraps, and then I'm off to bed. See you later. Yeah, changed my mind. I'm too tired to eat that, so I'm just gonna just basically put it in another pot with some other mushrooms as well, so that would be, I can then have that either. There'll be some day I'll need to eat something, and I'll just be sat there, just got a variety of things then to eat. Okay, I'm going to bed. Bye.